If we wake up in the morning still feeling heavy in the legs, with muscles that seem like they never fully recovered, or if we're often bothered by cramps during the night, the cause might actually lie in what we eat right before bedtime. Many people don't realize that just a few foods rich in tryptophan, when eaten at the right time, can help our muscles relax, regenerate, and rebuild through the night. The result is that the next morning, our steps feel lighter and the soreness is gone. Tonight, if we choose the right foods before going to bed, the body will automatically switch on its repair mode for the muscles, almost like a team of quiet technicians working while we're sound asleep. Tryptophan is the signal that flips the switch for that process. But not all foods with tryptophan are equally effective, and not every way of eating them allows this nutrient to work at its best. In today's video, we'll explore 5 tryptophan-rich foods that people over 60 should eat before bedtime to help their legs recover after a long day. We're not just going to say, eat this because it's good for you. We'll look closely at why it's good, the science behind how it works, and the most effective ways to include it in dinner or an evening snack. If this is your first time joining us, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss valuable health information. And if you believe this topic matters, share the video so more older adults can take better care of their legs every day. Tryptophan, the key to unlocking muscle recovery while you sleep. When we talk about leg strength after 60, most people think immediately of exercise and protein supplements. But there's an often overlooked missing link: tryptophan, an essential amino acid that our bodies can produce on their own. What makes tryptophan unique is that it not only contributes to protein synthesis for building muscle, but also serves as the raw material for producing serotonin and melatonin, 2 compounds that directly affect sleep quality and mood. This works like a chain reaction. Once we get tryptophan from food, our bodies convert part of it into serotonin. Serotonin helps stabilize mood, ease tension, and create a sense of calm before sleep. As night falls, serotonin is further transformed into melatonin, the hormone that regulates our sleep-wake cycle. A deep, steady night's sleep is the golden window when our muscles repair and restore the tiny fiber damage accumulated throughout the day. Without enough tryptophan, this cycle gets interrupted. Sleep becomes lighter and more restless, leaving the body without enough time to fully complete its muscle repair work. The next morning, legs can feel heavy, weak, and more prone to cramps. A study from the University of Montreal found that people whose diets were rich in tryptophan had significantly better sleep quality and muscle recovery compared to those who ate less, even when their levels of physical activity were the same. The key is that tryptophan works best when paired with a small amount of healthy carbohydrates. Carbs help transport tryptophan into the brain, which boosts serotonin and melatonin production. That's why a light evening snack combining tryptophan-rich foods with oatmeal or banana can make such a noticeable difference. For those over 60, keeping a steady daily intake of tryptophan doesn't just promote deeper sleep, it also helps preserve long-term muscle strength. Fully restored muscles each night mean waking up with lighter, steadier legs, ready for the day's activities. Now, let's look at how we can get tryptophan naturally, without supplements, just from simple, familiar foods. 1. Bananas. When we talk about foods that help ease tired legs, reduce the risk of cramps, and speed up muscle recovery after 60. Bananas aren't just a convenient fruit. They're a bundle of nutrients with a double impact on both our muscles and nervous system. Many people think of bananas mainly as a great source of potassium, but for supporting nighttime muscle repair, the real stars are tryptophan and magnesium, 2 nutrients older adults often lack without realizing it. Tryptophan is an essential amino acid, meaning our bodies cannot make it and must get it from food. Once inside the body, tryptophan travels to the brain and goes through an important chain of chemical reactions. First, it is converted into serotonin, a neurotransmitter that brings relaxation, improves mood, and reduces anxiety. In the evening, serotonin is then transformed into melatonin, the key hormone that regulates our internal clock, signaling the body that it's time to rest and begin repairing muscle tissue. After age 60, natural melatonin production often drops sharply, leading to lighter sleep and shorter periods of deep sleep. That means muscles get less time to heal from the tiny daily tears caused by regular activity. Eating a banana rich in tryptophan before bed is like supplying the raw materials for the body to produce more natural melatonin, helping restore both the depth and quality of sleep. Magnesium in bananas acts almost like a voltage stabilizer for muscle cells. Every time a muscle contracts or relaxes, calcium and magnesium ions take turns controlling the electrical signals passing through the fibers. Without enough magnesium, muscle fibers tend to stay in a contracted state longer, making nighttime cramps or sudden tightening more likely. This is why many older adults, especially those who eat a few leafy greens and nuts, find themselves waking up with sharp calf pain in the middle of the night. Magnesium from bananas is involved in more than 300 different enzyme reactions in the body, but it's especially important for relaxing both smooth and skeletal muscles, reducing cramp risk. Another bonus is that bananas provide natural carbohydrates, along with soluble fiber, helping blood sugar rise gently and remain steady. This steady energy supply is vital because muscles still burn energy while repairing themselves at night. If blood sugar drops too low, the body may release stress hormones like cortisol, which can interrupt sleep and slow muscle recovery. A Harvard Medical School analysis found that among older adults, those who added foods rich in tryptophan and magnesium to dinner or an evening snack enjoyed, on average, 17% deeper sleep and more flexible muscles in the morning compared to those who didn't. Bananas ranked high on their recommended list because, besides tryptophan and magnesium, they also supply potassium, which supports electrolyte balance and helps the heart and muscles coordinate smoothly during sleep. To use bananas effectively, we can eat one medium-ripe banana about 360 minutes before bedtime. For an extra boost, try pairing it with a small glass of warm, low-fat milk for added calcium and tryptophan, or slice it over chilled oatmeal. Choose bananas that are evenly yellow, without green tips to avoid indigestion, and avoid those that are overly brown and soft, since their sugar content will be higher than needed. Keeping up this simple habit not only improves sleep quality and reduces cramps, but also leaves us feeling refreshed and light-footed in the morning, ready to start the day with strong, flexible legs. 2. Warm milk. If bananas are the raw material that gives our body plenty of tryptophan, then warm milk is the tool that helps that raw material get absorbed and converted more effectively. From a nutritional science perspective, milk isn't just a drink that provides protein. It's one of the few foods that naturally contain all three key elements for better sleep and muscle recovery: tryptophan, calcium, and bioactive peptides. Tryptophan in milk is bound to casein and whey proteins. When we drink warm milk before bed, the digestive system begins breaking down those proteins into amino acids, releasing tryptophan, which is then carried to the brain. Calcium in milk works like a catalyst in the conversion of tryptophan into serotonin and melatonin, because many of the enzymes in this process require calcium to function well. This is why sleep experts often suggest pairing milk with tryptophan-rich foods like bananas to create a synergistic effect. One lesser-known factor is the bioactive peptides formed during milk digestion. Especially when milk is warmed, these peptides can bind to GABA receptors in the brain, producing an effect similar to mild, natural sedatives calming the nervous system and increasing sleepiness. Milk also contains lactium, a special peptide shown to lower cortisol levels, helping reduce stress-related insomnia. For muscle recovery, Milk delivers both casein slow digesting and whey fast digesting. Casein releases amino acids gradually for hours, ensuring muscles have a steady supply to repair microscopic damage from daily activity. Whey provides an immediate burst of amino acids early in the sleep cycle. After 60, our bodies often experience anabolic resistance, a reduced ability to build muscle protein. Warm milk, with its high quality and well-balanced proteins, can help offset that decline. Preserving leg strength and muscle mass. A study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that older adults who drank a warm glass of milk about 200 milliliters every night for 12 weeks enjoyed, on average, 15% longer deep sleep, woke up less often during the night, and showed better leg strength scores compared to those who didn't. This shows that warm milk not only supports sleep, but also indirectly improves mobility and balance in later years. To get the best results, we should choose low-fat or fat-free milk if cholesterol is a concern, and drink it warm around 3740 degrees Celsius for easier digestion. Adding a pinch of cinnamon or nutmeg can enhance flavor and promote relaxation. And if we combine it with a ripe banana, as discussed earlier, this duo can provide both the raw materials and the right conditions for the body to produce melatonin, relax the muscles, and repair thoroughly during deep sleep. 3. Oats. Among whole grains, oats almost always rank near the top when it comes to heart health, blood sugar balance, and digestive wellness. But few people realize oats are also an excellent source of tryptophan, especially beneficial for those over 60 when paired with slow digesting complex carbohydrates. Tryptophan in oats helps the body produce serotonin and melatonin, the two compounds that close the door on the day's activity and open the door to restful sleep. Here's the interesting part. Tryptophan must cross the blood-brain barrier to reach the central nervous system. This is where complex carbohydrates in oats make their move. As they digest, they trigger the release of insulin, which helps transport tryptophan into the brain more effectively. This explains why a light evening meal with oats can leave us feeling calmer and more ready for bed. Beyond promoting sleep, oats indirectly support muscle recovery through the action of melatonin and serotonin. During deep sleep, the body ramps up muscle protein synthesis and repairs microscopic muscle fiber damage. When this process runs smoothly, leg strength and endurance last longer, lowering the risk of muscle weakness or loss sarcopenia with age. Oats also supply a good amount of beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that keeps blood sugar steady through the night, preventing sudden drops that might wake you. For older adults, steady nighttime blood sugar isn't just important for metabolic health. It directly affects sleep quality and muscle recovery. A study published in Nutrients found that diets rich in whole grains, especially oats, were linked to better sleep quality in older adults and fewer morning muscle aches. This may be due to the combined effects of tryptophan, fiber, and minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc in oats, all essential for healthy muscle and nerve function. For a practical approach, prepare a small bowl of oats cooked with low-fat milk or calcium-fortified plant milk, topped with a few berries or almonds for extra nutrition. Eat it about 1 to 2 hours before bed to allow time for digestion and for tryptophan to work its magic. Make this part of your nightly routine, and you'll likely notice deeper, more continuous sleep and legs that feel better nourished and stronger in the morning. 4. Almonds. If we were to pick a nut that's delicious, convenient, and a real ally in overnight muscle recovery, almonds would be high on the list. Their first big benefit is their impressive magnesium content. Magnesium is a mineral involved in more than 300 biochemical reactions in the body, many of which directly affect muscle contraction, relaxation, and repair. Without enough magnesium, muscles are more prone to cramping, stiffness, and soreness after activity, especially in the legs, which carry our body weight all day. At night, Magnesium helps the nervous system unwind and calms the electrical signals sent to muscles, which lowers the risk of nighttime cramps. For people over 60, magnesium absorption from food often declines, making natural sources like almonds a safe and effective way to boost intake. Beyond magnesium, almonds are also one of the best natural sources of vitamin E. Vitamin E acts as a powerful antioxidant, sweeping away free radicals that are produced during muscle activity and energy metabolism. This is particularly important as we age, because our body's natural antioxidant defenses weaken, leaving muscle tissue more vulnerable to damage and slowing down recovery time. A study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that a vitamin E-rich diet could help reduce signs of muscle inflammation and speed up post-exercise recovery. While the research focused on younger individuals, the underlying biology applies equally to older adults, whose tissue regeneration naturally takes longer. Almonds also offer a moderate amount of plant-based protein, along with heart-friendly monounsaturated fats. These fats support healthy blood flow, helping oxygen and nutrients reach muscles more efficiently during nighttime repair. To get the most out of almonds, aim for about 20 to 25 whole nuts in the evening, roughly a small handful. For an extra boost, pair them with another tryptophan source, like warm milk or oatmeal, to encourage better sleep while nourishing your muscles. Choose raw or lightly roasted unsalted almonds, and avoid those coated in sugar or flavorings, as these can affect blood sugar and heart health. Keeping this habit can help ensure your muscles are fully repaired by morning and maintain the strength and flexibility of your legs for years to come. 5. Cherries. When it comes to muscle recovery after 60, sleep is just as important as nutrition. And if there's a fruit that's both tasty and supportive of sleep while reducing muscle inflammation, cherries take the crown. The secret lies in their natural melatonin content. Melatonin is the hormone that regulates our body's sleep-wake cycle. With enough melatonin, it's easier to fall into deep sleep, giving muscles the long, high-quality rest they need to recover from the day's activities. For those over 60, the body's own melatonin production often drops significantly. This shortens deep sleep time, which means muscles aren't getting the full restoration they need. Eating cherries or drinking tart cherry juice provides a direct dietary source of melatonin, filling in that gap. What's more, melatonin from cherries doesn't cause dependency, and its sleep-regulating effects are gentle and natural. Cherries also contain anthocyanins, a group of polyphenol compounds with strong anti-inflammatory properties. When muscles work, especially the weight-bearing muscles in the legs, tiny fiber tears can trigger inflammation. If inflammation lingers, recovery slows down, and muscle loss or weakness becomes more likely. Anthocyanins help reduce this inflammation, allowing muscle tissue to rebuild faster. A study published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that people who consumed tart cherry juice for 7 days experienced significant improvements in sleep quality and deep sleep duration. Remarkably, this group also reported faster relief from post-exercise muscle soreness compared to those who didn't have cherry juice. While the study involved athletes, the same anti-inflammatory and sleep-enhancing mechanisms are highly relevant for older adults aiming to protect muscle health. For the best results, enjoy about 1 cup of fresh cherries or drink 240 milliliters of pure tart cherry juice in the evening, roughly an hour before bed. Choose unsweetened varieties to avoid unnecessary spikes in blood sugar. If fresh cherries aren't available, frozen or unsweetened dried cherries are excellent alternatives. When melatonin from cherries deepens your sleep and anthocyanins calm muscle inflammation, your body gets the overnight maintenance it needs. This is the key to keeping your legs strong, flexible, and steady, even as the years go by. We've just taken a journey together, exploring 5 familiar foods that play an extraordinary role in muscle health after 60, especially when enjoyed in the evening before bed. Each one is more than just something tasty. They work quietly behind the scenes while we sleep, helping our muscles recover and keeping our legs steady for the day ahead. Bananas were the first on our list. Their gentle sweetness hides a powerhouse of tryptophan and magnesium, 2 nutrients that help the nervous system relax, ease muscle tension, and encourage deeper sleep. Next came warm milk, offering comfort along with tryptophan and calcium, which help muscle and nerve cells coordinate smoothly and prevent nighttime cramps. Then there's oatmeal, an excellent source of complex carbohydrates that help tryptophan reach the brain more easily, triggering serotonin and melatonin production to support both restful sleep and effective muscle repair. Almonds bring their own strengths, packed with magnesium and vitamin E to reduce inflammation, fight oxidative stress, and protect muscle fibers from wear and tear. And finally, cherries are small but rich in natural melatonin to help the body regulate its sleep-wake rhythm, so we can sleep more deeply and wake with lighter, more refreshed legs. When these 5 foods are thoughtfully combined into your dinner or evening snack, they form a dream team for nurturing your muscles and nervous system through the night. The key takeaway is that muscle recovery doesn't just depend on exercise or rest. It's also shaped by what we eat in the evening. A light snack, rich in tryptophan and minerals, works like refueling the body while sending a clear signal that it's time to relax, repair, and prepare for tomorrow. Without this habit, our legs can feel heavier, muscle recovery can slow, and sleep quality can suffer. Our advice is to start tonight by choosing at least one of these 5 foods to add to your last meal of the day. There's no need for big changes or complicated recipes just to be consistent. Pair this with enough sleep and gentle daytime movement, and you'll notice the difference: more agile legs, faster muscle recovery, and a brighter mood when you wake. If today's video helped you understand the role of tryptophan and these muscle-supporting foods, share it so others can benefit too. And don't forget to leave a comment, give it a like, and hit the subscribe button. We'll see each other again in the next video, where we'll explore more natural ways to keep our legs healthy and strong well into our senior years.